Good evening. Welcome to Investigator News, and this is the Weather and Lifestyle News Show. I hope everyone had a wonderful weekend. I know I did. I got a lot of rest and busy. So if I'm going to have to make all my phone calls today after the shows. Wild hogs on the loose or boars. And there's it kind of matches with my next show with corruption files of nuclear waste. Um, but the boars, wild boars on the loose. Now we've got some weather. Finally, we're seeing some tornadic type weather that's going to be going across the states. Some of it's even started. They plan for it to hit Arkansas here tonight. So I'm going to batten down the hatches and make sure my plants are where they can't get blown over. They're saying winds of 25 miles an hour here. And it's with the cold front coming across and hitting the warm. So we have our wonderful Miss Davis, and she'll give us the weather forecast.
Well, happy Monday. Here's a look at your national forecast. And we have a very active map across the country. We'll start
Oh,
with
I like that.
rains in the forecast for you today, along with some gusty winds. Now, for the Midwest, we have a cold front on the western side. That's where the cold air and snow will be. On the eastern side, slightly warmer air with rain. Down to the south, we have temperatures above average and a threat of severe thunderstorms in the forecast from the Gulf into Arkansas and over to Oklahoma today and out to the west. Well, you're going to see some rain in the Pacific Northwest. That is going to be pretty much the theme as we go into the first part of the week for you. So that rain and mountain snow will continue into Tuesday as well. And also we'll have more storms in the forecast from the Gulf into the Tennessee Valley on Tuesday. And then that rain moves to the east up to the north on Tuesday. So Chicago, Indianapolis, watch out, rain's coming your way. And for the Northeast, you're looking at scattered showers and fog in the forecast.
Wow. So it's going to be busy. Snow, rain, and tornadoes. They have Torcon started, but it's basically for right around Mississippi, Tennessee, um, Alabama. They're saying Torcon twos and threes. Um, so I'm going to get to the severe weather report that she has.
Which is going to bring severe weather to parts of the plains for today. So we're talking heavy rain, the threat of strong thunderstorms, along with the possibility of tornadoes. And that threat is going to be the highest today down through Texas into Oklahoma and Arkansas. So this is where the storms are going to fire up this afternoon. And then this evening, that line of storms will advance to the east. So eastern Texas into Louisiana, watch out, you have strong storms coming your way. So we'll continue to see this pattern into Tuesday. More storms in the forecast on Tuesday, and you can see that will expand into the Tennessee Valley as well. So here's a look at the rainfall, and heavy rainfall is in the forecast for some of you, especially from Kansas City down through Tulsa, Fort Smith, Springfield, St. Louis. You could see 2 to 3 inches of rain through the middle of the week.
Oh, we need it down here. We have been in such a drought, and we definitely need the rainfall. Um, we now earthquakes. There we go. I know we've had some fives. Everything's pretty much over. Indonesia is where all the activity is at. We do have some far ones over in, oh boy, Turkmenistan. First time I've ever heard of this one. And they're flashing. I have never heard of this before. Turkmenistan. And they had a 4.2. Then we had Shanghai, China, which had a 4.3. Now, the other ones, it's all clustered up together. We had one here, a 5.6. Now, I seen 5.8 earlier. This is for Tonga. Then Fiji, we had the Lavuka in Fiji, a 4.3. Then the Solomon Islands, a 5.1. So you can see they're all fives. The Northern Mariana Islands, 5.3. And then over into the Philippines, 5.3. They are having quite a bit of rumbles over in the Philippines. Another 5.3. There was two of them, and then one a 4.7 in Tambilla. And so they're having fives and fours. So for such a small island, let me see let's see, um, 14 kilometers deep. They're very shallow. So they're definitely filling them. Now over in the Pacific, Hanauna, Hanaunu, and Napupu, Hawaii got a 2.6, and that probably didn't feel that. Then we had one in Tilishki, Russia. That was a 4.3. One way up in Kavtivik, Alaska. They have gotten very quiet. Remember, I was saying last week that I was expecting maybe a volcano to rumble. And so far now it got really quiet. And so did the West Coast. Of course, the geysers, California had a 2.6, and they had in Cabazon, California, 2.5. Nothing in the mid range of the United States. Very little over in Puerto Rico. So everything's very quiet, especially in Mexico. Panama had a 4.6. Um, they had a Pajario, Par, Parjarillo, Peru, a 5.0. And the other ones are pretty small. Argentina, 4.4, and then Chile with a 4.0. So really, it's a very, very quiet day for earthquakes. Let me see if they had 36 earthquakes today. So it's very quiet, very, very quiet. So we'll have to see what tomorrow holds. Tuesdays are always really, really busy. And hello to Susan. It's a quiet Monday. Is everybody out getting Halloween candy and Halloween stuff? And boy, I got some news over in world news after the show. That'll be in about less about an hour, less than an hour. So if you're looking for the world news and corruption files for Monday, it'll be in about an hour. Now we have a photographer snaps a picture of an ant up close, and no one's really ever done this before. And they've gotten pretty close to these ants, and they finally decided they really did need to put a face on the ants. Hold on to your seats, because I seen this and I went, oh wow. So this photographer was able to get a very close up shot of this ant. um, Creepy. I mean, it's even got, looks like teeth, um, red eyes with little horns. Susan, what do you think? It makes me want to kill all the ants that's in my house. I don't. Boy, I can imagine what a red ant looks like. Some of them fire ants. And it's not a Halloween mask, they said. This image was recently awarded the Image of Distinction with the Nikon Small World Competition. And let's see if I can Ingenious Cavalius, I guess that's his name, is one that took the picture, I believe. And the photo of the ant didn't even crack up the top 20. He was what at the bottom. Yikes. I think I would love to see what the other ones look like, the other close ups. Um, they did say that a pose of a specimen in fourth place. I believe this is a daddy longleg up close. Has anybody ever wondered what a daddy longleg looks like up close? Kind of has a little clown face, clown baby face. That one got um, fourth place. Um, and we should be glad that tiger beetles are a lot smaller. This one is a winning photo of a tiger beetle. tiger beetles. Um, it shows the unlucky fly caught, basically a tiger beetle, and it's basically the fly with the bug, the beetle together. Um, so I'm thinking the fly is down here and the beetle is on the top. It just looks like a mess. Uh, yeah, I don't like bugs either. I'm with you there. Um, and this one here is a stack of moth eggs. Oh boy, kind of pretty. I never expected moth eggs to look like that, um, but this is the ants that he got the pictures of. There's two of them. So if you don't like it, the ant on one side, maybe the one on the other side isn't so scary. So ants, ants, time to kill all the ants in my house. Uh, I seen that this morning, and then I had ants in my bathroom, and boy, I tell you, here comes the raid, and then the little ant traps. Uh, I now don't like ants. So, all right, we're going to move on. A Florida woman, 8 months pregnant. Now, I went hiking at 8 months pregnant. It wasn't, I had swollen feet for a while, but this one here, Florida woman, 8 months pregnant, pole spears a fish and gets the world record. Um, so she says she's let's see, um, Augustine, a physician assistant for the Air Force veteran, began free diving after she took a free diver safety course. And so she speared a fish, and a beautiful one. She didn't even look pregnant. I don't know if she looks good for pregnant. 8 months. Boy, when I was 8 months pregnant, I could set a coffee cup and balance of food on my stomach. She don't look pregnant. So all right, so she got the world record of fish. Um, it shows her basically in for the shot with her spear. Now let's see if I can find how much this fish was. Um, I should have wrote it down on my notes here. Um, it's a 37.6 pound black drum um, with her 9 foot slip tip pole spear. And she caught this on close to the first of the month. So they indicted the guy that was cheating with the fish tournaments. There's a couple of them they caught, and get this, he was putting weights down the fish. When he'd put them in his boat, he'd put weights in them, and then when they would weigh them in the basket, they'd have the basket and they would weigh them. They were weighing way too heavy, and so some of them judges got smart and decided they were going to start looking at the fish, and they started cutting them open. And lo and behold, they start seeing weights fall out. You can't cheat and fish. Um, Boy, everybody's celebrating. Where is well, Susan, you're in Philadelphia, aren't you? The Phillies fan go crazy. The team is going to the World Series. I think it's the Astros is the other one. So we got my Oakland A's didn't get it, neither did my Cardinals. Now I'm hoping that football, college football. I hope my Razorbacks get somewhere, and NFL has got to be the Vikings, but no, A's didn't get there this year again. Darn. But we have Philadelphia Phillies, and they are celebrating. They are happy. Maybe this will give a new look for Philadelphia and get some of them people to have a little bit more hope. They're so depressed, and the homeless. This might just cheer some people up and want to do something more. So yes, everybody is happy in Philly, and they were. I think they're the big partiers, though, from what I hear. All right, so surf's up. Oh, surf is up. Um, she's now this one here. She wears high heels and she's flown a kite, played tennis, kept a hula hoop going, sipped coffee, even read a magazine, all while balancing her on a board on the lake. So she, I guess, board surfs in high heels, drinks coffee, reads papers, and other fun stuff. You guys, you guys got to see this. All right, let's see if we could get this going. So you guys could check her out. Can you see her high heels? Let's see if I can get it bigger. Ah, okay, maybe you can see her high heels. All right, here we go. In a mini skirt. Well, I want to see her sip coffee and juggle. Her dress keeps coming undone. Oh, she's gonna lose her dress. Uh, Up there she is. Now there she is sipping coffee. Oh yeah, tennis. But she don't have her heels on those. Hula hooping. Oh my goodness. Okay. Okay. Let's. Oops. Get rid of this. All right. Wow. Karen. Um. Karen. My goodness. Philadelphia. Yes. You wanted pirates. You wanted the pirates to get it? See, we all got our own little favorites, I believe. All right, chaos. Chaos of the boars. Invasion of the wild boars, wild pigs in Germany. Um, they are, they say in a Bavarian town of Weisschokum. I believe that's how it's pronounced. And they run around. And these are angry little boars. They will chase you. They will chase you on the bike. They try to bite. Um, they have are tearing up the farmers' fields, making a horrible mess. And they coming by the sometimes dozens. They've seen close to 7,000 boars, and they have to hunt them and kill them. And why? Well, they're out of control for one. And the other thing, these are radioactive boars. These come from Chernobyl area. And now that they have run out of stuff in Chernobyl, they are now heading north. And they have hit up a few of the German towns. Well, since some people are mistaking them for just regular wild boars or wild pigs, they're shooting them and selling them at the markets. So now there has to be someone to check these boars to make sure they're not radioactive because you can't eat these things. And so now there is quite a few um, individuals that hunt that are now trying to kill as many of these before they get too far. They have found at least a dozen that have shown up at the meat market where people was trying to sell them. Now, innocently enough, um, they didn't know. They just thought that they were going to make, and get this, they had some of the meat in their freezer at home. And so they went home. They had to have the authorities. They checked their freezer and it was radioactive. Everything in their freezer was radioactive. So this is, well, hello, Whitey Johnson. Good to see you. So I don't know if you guys, I know you guys are on um, YouTube. So say hello to Whitey if you're over in YouTube. We'll make sure he gets the hellos back. I believe it's a he. I'm gonna get popcorn thrown at me if it's a she. Karen, definitely make sure. So these boars, see, they're worth almost $1,000. Uh, Probably about 500 in our dollars. That's a lot of money for a family that needs the food in Germany, and not only to put in their own freezer, but to sell and market. So they have hired quite a few to go out, and they're paying them to kill these boars before they get too much farther. They're saying other animals are the same way. They have a problem with chickens. Now the chickens are all starting uh, to get kind of loose. Let's see. You're all man. Okay, well then I got it right. Now I don't have to throw. Karen's not going to throw popcorn. Uh, Here we go. And uh, Karen is saying hi to Linda. Linda is in here. Hello to Linda too. Um, so I you well here I'll do it this way, and then you guys know how to spell his name. So and Karen is our moderator, but she is on another platform, so I try to watch those on Facebook. And if I miss anybody on YouTube, she definitely lets me know. So the oldest gorilla in America dies at 64. And I think I might have done this, but it's really having a big effect on the Louisville Zoo in Kentucky. Um, uh, a lot of the children that know this monkey that's been going to the zoo, even full grown adults have been going there. You got to remember, 64 years old, that this little gorilla has been at the zoo, and he is well missed. And they're talking maybe even doing a memorial for him. I hope they do. I would, if I was closer, I'd go take a look and tell them, yeah, get a memorial in there. All right, so we're now down to our funny list. Um, and, I never knew what these were. It's paraprodokians. And I've never heard of this before. But it was Winston Churchill loved them. And all the figures of speech in which the latter part of the sentence or phrase is surprisingly or unexpected and usually humorous, they say. And so, hello to Linda. Make sure Linda gets up there. Oh, your phone. You're blaming the solar flares, huh? I don't know where they're at today. Maybe I should have looked. Karen, you feel like the solar flares are getting you. Go find out. Go take a look at solar flares. Uh, I think USGS even does solar flares. They do the volcanoes. So, all right. So these paraprodokians, we'll see what they say. Where there's a will, I want to be in it. The last thing I want to do is hurt you, but it's still on my list. Boy, these sound like my kind of phrases. Since light travels faster than sound, some people appear bright until you hear them speak. Oh boy, if I agreed with you, we'd both be wrong. We never really grow up. We only learn how to act in public. Well, I don't know about some adults. I've seen some weird ones at Walmart and the Piggly Wiggly. We have a Piggly Wiggly here, quite a few of them. Piggly Wiggly, poor Piggly Wiggly stores here were taken over because Walmart moved in and uh, pushed the Piggly Wiggly out. All right, if I agreed with you, okay, I read that one. All right, war does not determine who's right, only who is left. Yeah, all right. Knowledge is knowing a tomato is a fruit. Wisdom is not putting it in a fruit salad. They begin the evening news with good evening, then proceed to tell you why it isn't. And do I do that, Susan? I don't know if I do that. All right. I steal ideas from one person's plagiarism. To steal from many is research. That's a fact. Yep. Um, Buses stop in bus stations. Train stops at train station. On my desk is a workstation. No, it's a work in progress. What y'all don't see, don't worry, it won't hurt you. Maybe that's one of them. I thought, uh, I thought I wanted a career. Turns out I just wanted the paychecks. I asked God for a bike, but I know God doesn't work that way. So I stole the bike and asked for forgiveness. Oh, ouch. That one won't get him in the pearly gates very quickly. Oh boy. I didn't say it was your fault. I said I was blaming you. Women will never be equal to men until they can walk down the street with a bald head and a beer gut and still think they're sexy. I've seen women look like that at the Walmart, and they wear pajamas, scary pajamas. Yeah, all right. Um, behind every successful man is his woman. Behind the fall of a successful man is usually another woman. That's true. A clear conscience in the sign of a fuzzy memory. Sounds like some people in our government. Uh, you do not need a parachute to skydive. You only need a parachute to skydive twice. Hmm. I'll have to think on that one. Okay. Money can't buy happiness, but I'm sure it makes it easier to live with. I used to be undecisive. Now I'm not so sure. To be sure of hitting the target, shoot first and call whatever you hit the target. Yeah, there we go. That's how I can win in darts. Yeah, I'll win that way. Nostalgia isn't what it used to be. Change is inevitable, except from a vending machine. Going to church doesn't make you a Christian any more than standing in a garage makes you a car. That's true. I want to die peacefully in my sleep like my grandfather, not screaming and yelling like passengers in his car. Oh my gosh. I didn't expect that one. Okay, dolphins are so smart that within a few weeks of captivity, they can train people to stand on the edge of a pool and throw them fish. The voices in my head may not be real, but they have some really good ideas. That's true. Always borrow money from a pessimist. He won't expect it back. Hospitality, making your guests feel like they're at home, even if you wish they were. A bus is a vehicle that runs twice as fast when you are after it than when you are in it. When tempted to fight fire with fire, remember the fire department usually uses water. And the last one, some cause happiness wherever they go, others whenever they go. Oh boy. All right. Um, Los Alamos secured is what it says. It's a national lab in New Mexico. You ask Napster to kindly remove all of Los Alamos nuclear secrets from the download share list. This has a series of infamous screw ups where the top secret information has been misplaced or stolen. All right, so these are supposed to be funny lost stuff at Los Alamos. I don't know if it's funny. That's some of these might even be scary. All researchers are given amnesia producing mallet blow each night, memory restoring mallet blow the next morning. Ooh. All documents are now being encrypted in the new unbreakable IGPay Attenlay format. IGPay Attenlay format. Okay. Pig Latin. Oh boy, that's real hard to crack. Um, I don't know. Does anybody know Pig Latin anymore? Maybe the woke don't. I don't think they do. I think they might think it's like something from Mars that we're speaking if we do Pig Latin. All right. Hard drives now equipped with low jack tracking systems. Oh boy. A Chinese takeout no longer a lunch option. No, no, no. Let's not go Chinese takeout. We don't need Chinese spies at Los Alamos. Boy, I hope I don't get this for misinformation. Um, Accidentally leave plans for the latest weapon by the office water cooler. Um, and then use the first country to utilize a 5 billion bomb, clearly at the guilty party. Oh, these are get scary as we go. Cafeteria Happy Meals no longer include a free zip disk. Finally, uh, finally allow Chief of Security Barney Fife to load his gun. There you go. Shave and a haircut knock replaced with more secure My Sharona knock. Yeah, that'll confuse them. Um, you don't remember Yeah, like I said, I think we might be able to get away with using Pig Latin and confuse the woke. From now on, all security guards must pass the new um, uh, 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 pass uh, um, rubbing. Okay, scooting your buns on the ground. There you go. That's the new. All security guards must pass this now. Um, what the heck is that? Oh, I don't know. These ones were scary today. The first batch were pretty fun, but the rest of them, boy, that started getting scary at the end. Los Alamos. So we might even talk a little bit about that coming up at the news in about 30 minutes. Boy, it went quick today. Um, now, if everybody's seen, I put the video on here of the week's post, funny post. What that is I load up all the funny posts on Hellions, Holes, and Poles. I put a few of them on investigators and a few on my regular personal page. And I told you guys what I do is I would put them all together, and so you guys would be able to see it on YouTube, since some of you do not have Facebook. So I think it's a kind of a neat idea, and that way over on YouTube, everybody gets to see what I'm posting on Hellions, Holes, and Poles. We've had a few people talk about some of the jokes. Um, with that, folks, that is it. We do ask that you subscribe and hit the like button. Share with your friends and family. This is a lighter show. We do very light news here of jokes, the funny list, and some serious wild boar news that we really didn't want to hear about, or the lady that sips coffee and drinks, um, sips coffee, hula hoops, wears high heels, and tries to the waterboard. Um, but we do give the weather and the earthquakes, and that's very serious. So if you want your uh, ready for world news, come on back in about 30 minutes. And we have world news and corruption files today. So be sure to come on back. Be sure to subscribe, share, hit the like button over in Facebook. Hit the follow and the like, and share over there too. All right, so we will see everyone in about 30 minutes. And you guys have a wonderful Monday. And if not, if you don't do the world news, well, we'll see you tomorrow afternoon. Usually Tuesdays are busy, busy. So we will see you either in a few minutes or we will see you tomorrow. Be very safe with these thunderstorms moving through the south. God bless and thanks for watching, folks.